Okay, we got to talk this one out. I'm in like mid-thought and mid-conversation with them, but I can tell I'm getting scattered, so when I talk, it helps me. You know how you hear like eye for an eye, right? It's like, no, they're saying it's not that. It's like the punishment fits the crime. Yeah, they're saying it's more that. Okay. It's like, it's like somebody seeking outside themselves for money. Well, then all their money is going to get taken away. Somebody envious of somebody else's marriage, and so they take their marriage, they break up their marriage, which it's not exactly how it works, but the intention is what matters. So that's their intention. Well, then they'll either never get in a marriage, or their marriages will be ripped apart. Like the intention will come back to them, right? Like that's that idea, that boomerang, what you put out is what you get, right? It's not always based, that's why it's not always based on the exact same, well, it's almost never based on the same source. Meaning you break up somebody's marriage, that those people aren't going to come then break up your marriage. They don't care. They've moved on with their life. Do you know what I mean? It's like the intention is what's coming back. The intention is what is booming around, coming back. So you're envious of something outside of you, then you're going to have to deal with the demon of envy from somebody else, right? Like that's what that stuff is. And it's like whatever you want outside yourself is going to be what's taken away from you. There's a better way to say this. It's like, because it's the underlying lie. It's the underlying lie that you don't already have it. It's the underlying lie that you're living in lack. It's the underlying lie that you can't have that, create that, be that, embody that. You aren't good enough. So you have to seek outwardly. So do you hear it? That's I think said it a little bit better. And so, okay, that's still not the bridge they're saying. That's one part of it. See how I have to check this one out? Okay, but can we talk about the other thing you were showing me? The other thing they were showing was more like spiritual awakenings, which I guess is kind of the bridge. I guess sometimes this is what it is. Like sometimes that leads to, that's the bridge. Okay, sorry. That leads to spiritual awakening. Sometimes that will lead to spiritual awakenings because it wakes you up to your intentions, what you are really doing, what you are really putting out, so you can be aware of it. You can see it. You can see your shadow so that you can know it, integrate it, understand it, this kind of thing, so that it's the idea of shadow work, right? So that it's not running you anymore, running you right into a fucking brick wall. And so then they were also showing like this, oftentimes people will look for like, because when I can only speak for me. So when I, like a lot of my spiritual awakenings, because you keep having them, you keep getting, it's like up leveled, right? This kind of thing. It's all types of language around it. It's basically, you're just becoming more awake, more aware, more actually grounded, right? Into truth, versus the illusion. Okay. So, I found for me is some of them are really jarring. And it's like you're stripping away all the identities, all the masks, all the ego, right? And again, people say it in different ways. They don't like to say stripping it away. I mean, all of that's arguable. It's not necessary. It's not even the point. It's like, for your own sake, to not identify with the illusion. That's all. And so, nonetheless, it's like when you're so deep in the illusion, though, that everything you knew was a lie or all based on a lie, it's shaky, right? Like that, for me, that was the case. A lot of it was the case. It was like, well, what the fuck, right? Like, well, then what is up from down? What is right from left? What is, like, I need something. I need some core truth. Like, I need something. Like, is there nothing I get to hold on to? There's nothing I can steady myself with? And this was the, oh, that's funny. Okay. This was the, me running, racing back to me, right? Getting back to my center and my connection with my higher self and with unconditional love, right? With my guides and I think that's why they kept showing that more. I don't know if how long, but if you've been listening, it's also like there was, it was like, I guess, my invisible friend as a child, right? Or this kind of thing. But I guess I did put my invisible friend on the shelf now and then. And so it was that idea of, well, that's God and your guides and your intuition and your direct knowing. And that is the one true thing you got. And we needed you to get back to us. So if we have to rip it all away, right? So you can look at it that way. And I'm half laughing about that because it's not exactly that. It's like we chose to go that deep asleep. We fell down that rabbit hole. We made those choices. We're responsible, and we got to take that ownership in order to take the reins back. But if you don't want to, you don't have to, but you don't get to take control then, right? Like, it's up to you. And this is this stuff about, it's not lip service either, right? Because you can say something to appease, but who do you think if you think you're appeasing your higher self or God, what do you think you're tricking them? Right? Like, oh, okay, all right, right? This is why it doesn't work for you. This is why there's so many people who, they're like, I don't understand, because you're not really taking ownership. You're just saying it to move along, but you don't actually believe it. You don't agree with you. And your higher self knows that. It's like the devil in you is like, the second I get to go back, I'm going back because fuck this. Well, they're like, well, fuck you. No, you stay in jail, motherfucker. Right? They know you and they know your every thought. You're not getting away with shit. You can't run from you. That's the whole point. So you either fess up and really take a look and swallow it and own it and know it and fix it and do better, or don't. It's there, never mind. You're only holding yourself back. You're keeping yourself in jail until you do that. But this is why it's also not easy for people, because some people really can't see the shadow. Some people die of fright when they see their shadow. Some people go madly insane and cannot come out of insanity when they see it. I mean, all types of things occur. That's why there's, all types of people teaching you all types of things on what their right and wrong, good and bad lists are. And I'm sure there's people out there, I don't know of them, that are qualified in walking you through these things. I don't know. I didn't have that. And, but I'm grateful because I had like the most qualified, like the teacher of it all guiding me. But I love myself enough to want to fucking feel good, right? So it's like, how badly do you want to feel good? Do you love yourself enough? Or are you going to give up on yourself at the first bump? How about the 10th bump? How about the 20th? Because if you're going to do it, it's almost like you got to commit all the way, because turning back, you can. A lot of people do. A lot of people begin and turn back or think they've gone all the way when they've barely moved an inch. But I promise you, they will be your teacher. And you're like, motherfucker, you haven't gotten anywhere. I know you think you've been through it, but you haven't been through shit except a bunch of courses, and you're regurgitating a bunch of stuff, a knowledge. None of it's wisdom. And so this is the problem. This is the problem we all face. And it's not that there aren't good teachers out there. It's just you have to know you, and only you do the way you do. So either get to know you so you can build that bridge and that connection and get your direct connection, or forever have middlemen, and you have no idea if those middlemen are leading you right off a cliff, because they could be the very ones that you bet all your money, all your life, because that's what you are betting, your life, your soul, you're literally your life. You get to choose to live it and create it and design it, or be the herd with everybody else. And 99% choose being the herd, although I promise you, 98% of them will try to convince you that they're not part of the herd. This has been heavy like this lately. There's been so much that's been coming through along these lines where maybe it's a lot of people are having the spiritual awakening, and it's like, it is shocking. It is jarring on the nervous system. It really is, because it is like burning down your entire nervous system. All these faulty foundations, all these lies and ties and mishinges and misunderstandings, all these things. It is the idea of like judgment day comes like a thief in the night. Like, you don't know when it's coming. Are you prepared? Have you been preparing? Have you been loving yourself? Have you been living your life with good intentions? Right? And again, that's so misinterpreted. Like, somebody's like, oh, okay, that means I have to be a goody two-shoes and I have to follow these rules. And it's like, oh my God, no, it's actually much simpler than that. We're the ones making it more difficult. We're humanizing it. And we're thinking we have to follow other humans' rule books, and that has never been the case. And so we just keep falling over ourselves. And then you're around everybody else who's fallen all over themselves. So it's like, has anybody learned to walk and talk yet? Or are we all just a bunch of bumbling idiots trying to lead the other bumbling idiots? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And so it can be really jarring. Yet to me, and I can only share with you my experiences and what I know and how I'm taught and how I see it. So the point of me saying that is, it might not be of any use to you, or it might be the perfect information for you. But there's more to it here, right here, they want me to point out about, like, the way I offer all this information to you is to hopefully allow you to utilize the blueprint in a way that you can make it your own, to make it, like, take pieces of it that fit for you, that work for you. In other words, it's the same idea of like copycatting, right? Like, it's like they were showing earlier, but like people being envious, right? So like, say you were envious of me and tried to be me and try to duplicate all these things. It'll never work for you, because it wasn't meant to work for you. And that's why, and that's why it's also, it's like your higher self, it's you actually, it's your higher self that won't allow it to ever work for you, because your higher self actually loves you so much. And your higher self's like, I'm not going to play somebody else. So we can keep pretending and trying, but I will always make you miserable. I will always nag you in the back of your mind, encouraging you to fucking finally love me and get in line with me. And it's this idea that all of us have to realize and wake up to. And so that's the work. That's the work. And it's a lot. It's a lot to untangle. A lot of like almost seemingly conflicting language around a lot of it, because it just depends on where you are in the journey, and what tool to use when, and what matters when, where you're at. But that's why you have to find something that you know to be true. And I don't know that it's going to be another human. I don't know. I mean, maybe if you've had another human that has helped you, guide you back to you consistently to build your connection with you. But I feel like maybe that's a really good question for you to always ask yourself, right? Like anybody you're working with, right? What are their intentions? What are they getting from it? And what are they giving to it? Like, what's the situation here, and what's the goal? And, having those check-ins and making sure that's actually staying on target. Nobody's slipping and sliding all over the place. And then, again, because it's what works for me, I really hope you do get in connection with your higher self and with, I call them guides and God, but it's, whatever energy, because it's the highest vibration of all that I'd like to work with, unconditional love. It's the purest form that is the only thing that is truly satiating, right? Like, so even when different energies come through, I can tell when it's not unconditional love. I can tell when it's not the highest vibration. Not that they're not like really high vibrations that come through. But there's a lot of times where it's like, oh, I can tell that you can just see and feel and hear the difference once you've gotten the highest vibration, right? I can see the different energies that come through. And I love them all, but you understand. You'll understand it the more you're doing that if you don't understand. But I think that's it for now. Otherwise, I'll go on and on and on. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.